You want to see what's going on if you don't think about this at a public policy level. Look at Sri Lanka. They're in an economic crisis at the moment. There are reasons for that. Okay, tourists just couldn't go to Sri Lanka. But the really big dumb thing they did was insist on organic farming at a time when the Sri Lankan economy, which is agricultural based, couldn't really cope. So they've had to reverse that policy decision. Basically, the world is going to need more of the industrial scale stuff we already do: potash, phosphates, urea, and they're going to need that for decades to come.
I did mention New Farm, but Insightec Pivot, spinning off its businesses or splitting the businesses. So do you look at those companies as potential opportunities?
Absolutely, because there's going to be a catch-up in terms of pricing. You look at potash; it's been a downswing price-wise now for the best part of a decade and a bit. It's now about to turn, given demand. So BHP is picking its demand curve right. Has to. There's 6 or 7 years before this stage one of Jansen gets up to full capability. Looking further down the curve, what the success of Jansen is going to do is actually encourage a whole lot of juniors that most of the viewers would not have heard of. Companies like Kalium Lakes, for example, with their smaller scale potash projects. There's going to be room for multiple projects to fill that up. We're talking 70 million tonnes of demand, and at full capacity, Jansen just is barely 17 of that once they do all 4 stages. But you took 40% of the market offline when Russia and Belarus got excluded from being able to interact with the rest of the world. So suddenly all these projects that no one really understood and spent much time understanding, they're going to have to do the deep dive in terms of learning the dynamics of these things, and the pricing environment will be favourable.